So in this page, we want to introduce a very important concept. It's called views. Views is very important in database systems. So format views denotes a virtual table. You can see from the name, right? It's a virtual table. It's never a real table or a base table. So it is a relation that is defined in terms of the contents of some other tables and the views. We can create a view by using the statements as shown in photos. We can create a view provided with a view name as we followed by a query. So this view name is more like a name for its query, right? In the following, if we plan to use this view, and the system will replace this view by the query automatically. It is just like a name for its queries. In contrast, a relation whose value is really stored in the database, it is called base table. So I want to make it clear for you. The views is never a table. It's a virtual table. In other words, in the database system, we don't store the data for these views. This view is virtual. So in the following queries, if we plan to use the views, the system will replace this view with these queries instead. In other words, we are still working on this based on these queries, based on the base tables. Right? We'll provide you with an example. And we plan to create a view. It's called can drink. Can drink has two attributes, drinker and beer. It is a view containing the drinker beer pairs such that the drinker frequents at least one bar and serve the beer. I think the query is very easy to write, right? You can do this writing the query very easily by joining the two tables together. So we can create a view as shown in photos. Create view can drink as select drinker, because we require drinker and beer, right? Select drinker beer from frequents and sales, where frequents.bar equals to sales.bar, semicolon. So we provide a renaming for this query, right, as shown here, as can drink. So inside this can drink, this view, we have two attributes, drink and beer. However, this can drink never appear in the tables. It doesn't exist in our database system. It's a renaming for its query which should be null, right? And we provide you with another example. And we may query with a view as it was a base table. However, it is not a base table, it's a virtual table, right? Normally, there is a limited ability to modify views if the modification makes sense as a modification to the base tables. And we provide you with an example. We can select beer from can drink. Can drink is a view we created before, right? Where drinker equals to Sandy, semicolon. Here we use this can drink as like a table in our database system. However, when the system sees this can drink, it will automatically replace this can drink with a subquery. Inside subquery, we have this query as shown here. In other words, every operation we use here will still based on these base tables, the frequency and sales these two tables. And this can drink is not just like a virtual table. We can use it in this way. However, the system never create a table for this can drink. And we can clarify this more clearly. What will happen if a view is used? So the system will interpret this query as if the view was a base table. Typically, the DBMS returns a query into something like a relational algebra. And the query defining any views used in the query are also replaced by the original equivalent in the relational algebra, and also spliced into the expression tree for the query. What does this mean? Just for the example we show here, we do the select beer from can drink, where drink equals to Sandy. We represent its expression tree as shown here. Based on can drink, we do the select drinker equals to Sunny, right? Or do the first projection of the beer's information. We treat it as like it was a base table. However, when the system sees this can drink, it will remove this can drink and replace it with the expression tree for the original attribute as shown here. Because this can drink is defined based on frequency and sales, we do the join to a projection. We will replace this can drink with a subtree and insert this subtree into the place for the can drink. So you can see it's an operation we show here. Even though it seems this is working on this can drink, this virtual table, actually in reality, this operation, its query is still working on this frequency and sales, these two base tables. We will replace this can drink with the real expression tree and insert it into this expression tree as shown here. So everything will still be based on these base tables, frequency, sales, as shown here. So I hope you can follow me, right? The views never exist in our tables, in our database systems. It just provides a virtual name representing some subqueries. However, this view provides us with some flexibility when writing these SQL queries, because we don't need to remember these known subqueries anymore. We just provide it with a name, and we can use the name as a representation for this subquery as shown here. Okay, so this is about views and modifications, and I hope you can follow me. And generally, that's it for this week. And you can practice these queries and statements on your computer by yourself. It will provide you with a deeper understanding for these statements. Okay, thanks for your attention. That's it for today.